You know who else is on code? At least right now, in this instance, Black people. Because the majority of Black people, in regards to this situation, this BET in memoriam incident involving O.J. Simpson, is riding against you, bro. But you're too arrogant to accept it. You steadily trying to make damn videos and stuff and trying to justify your position. You can't. It's a no-win situation. Let it go. You cover sports. I know you couldn't play worth a damn, but you covered sports. You know when you've been defeated, man, let it go. Nobody believes you. You lost this one.
Well, as you can see, Stephen A. Smith is in trouble again. He put his foot in his mouth once again. Stephen A. Smith was very upset with BET when they gave a tribute to O.J. Simpson. We all know that O.J. Simpson died a couple months ago, and BET wanted to give a tribute. We know that O.J. Simpson is one of the greatest football players of all time. He was the first running back to rush for 2,000 yards back when he only played 14 games. He was the juice. He was the man. He was the man on the field after football. He was like the America's darling. He was in commercials, Hertz commercials. He was doing movies, and then the situation happened with his ex-wife and her boyfriend. They was mysteriously unalived in their mansion. O.J. Simpson was arrested. We all remember the white Bronco riding down the highway. Well, Stephen A. Smith is very upset. I mean, he is fuming. He is upset that O.J. went to court and was found not guilty by a jury of his peers. He still can't believe it. I mean, it's 30 years later. He still can't believe it. O.J.'s dead. Johnny Cochran's dead. I mean, mostly all the lawyers are dead. O.J.'s dead. And he's upset that they did a tribute to him. Well, Faison Love came at him, but there was another person that came at him. And that was Willie D. And we know that Willie D has been on his top for a long time. He made the songs where the You Know What At years back, coming at Stephen A. Smith. But Stephen A. Smith decided to fire back because Willie D fired off first. And then Stephen A. Smith now decided to fire back on his podcast. He has some choice words for Willie D, because Willie D has been getting at him for some time. But let's check out what he had to say about Willie D, and then we'll come right back.
Where the monkey come from? Where the stooge comes from? Bro, I've been on national TV fighting on behalf of Black people for over 25 years. You can chirp and talk all you want to. I got clips. I got evidence. When you sit up there and you look at my career, and the Black folks that I've extended a helping hand to, and what I do for our community, what I strive to do for our community, how I always try to watch our backs. To say something like that about me, bro, I'll never talk to you in life, and you don't ever have to talk to me. But I will tell you this, if you disagreed, all you had to do was call me. I'd have came on your show. And we would have had a discussion. And I'd have put my facts up against yours, and then boom, we would have reached whatever conclusion we reached. You didn't have to go here. But you see, that's what a lot of people are doing these days. Everybody else disagree with each other. It's Jewish folks disagreeing about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, disagreeing amongst themselves. It's other folks disagreeing with stuff like that. It's white folks disagreeing with stuff like that. It's Latinos and others disagreeing with borders and all of this other stuff. We got an election coming up where there's a clear divide amongst the left and the right and all of this other stuff. The only people that call one another out our names, that denigrates in such excessive fashion, where you don't even feel the need to have a conversation, is us. I wish you well, bro. I truly, truly do. You do what you do, I'm going to do what I do. I meant every word that I said about about OJ. He ain't want shit to do with us. We should not have wanted anything to do with him for that BET Awards. That doesn't take away from the great work Scott Mills and Connie Orlando and BET have been doing for years. I disagree with that decision. That's all. It doesn't excoriate them. It doesn't denigrate them. I disagree with that decision. Anybody that disagrees with my decision, I respect it. I ain't hurt by that. I respect it. I understand it. I'll listen to the content of what people who are worthy of being listened to have to say, and I'll take it with the seriousness it deserves and see what points they have and what points they don't. What I'm not going to do is waste my time beyond this point listening to two cats that disagreed with me and decided to attack me as a man and as a black man. Over O.J. Simpson. Over O.J. Simpson.
Well, Willie D heard that response and he decided to respond. And Willie D, you know how Willie D is. So Willie D decided to get at Stephen A. Smith by saying this.
How we got on you and called you a company man, which you are. And so you decide, well, Willie D, you know, you out there in Hollywood, you making movies. Who you getting? Who paying you? Who paying you? You on YouTube, and who paying you? Homeboy, first and foremost, YouTube is just one of the things that I do. YouTube ain't even, first of all, YouTube ain't even close to my main source of income. And I make a lot of money on YouTube, but it ain't even close, okay? I got several streams of income. So you said that you can name them, right? So name them. I'd like to know. I'd like to know where you getting this information from. So go out there and name my streams. Tell the world where I get my money from. I need to know that. And saying one or two things ain't gonna get, that ain't enough. Because you can kind of watch me move around and watch what I post online, and you could tell, okay, he must be making some money over there. He must be getting some money right there. Now, name every single source of income that I have, and then I'll say, okay, hats off. But other than that, you just running your mouth, homie. You don't know jack. You just talking, acting tough like you normally do. When you gonna speak up, since you riding for the black community? When you gonna speak up and say something about Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, who was at that school leading a protest against black kids entering the school simply to get an education? Oh, that's my bad. You said something about it. You said that Jerry Jones was your friend. And that was a long time ago. That's what you said. What do you say about JJ Redick? Come on, Ticket. What Ticket at? What do you say about JJ Redick? JJ Redick been accused of using the N-word by not one black woman, but more. Like, he ain't said nothing about that. JJ Redick has elevated to superstar status now because he's the coach for the Lakers. You gonna say nothing about that? Of course you're not, because Massa said that that ain't on the agenda. You can't talk about that. Stop fronting. You can't talk about it because Massa told you to not talk about it. And what about when Ray Rice, I believe was the name of the football player, got caught up in the domestic violence, and you chose to say that, you know, paraphrasing in so many words, you said that women, you know, need to be careful about triggering men. Got yourself in a bind. And What happened? You got suspended. Your boss is suspending you. But let you tell it. You got your own perspectives. Let you tell it. You got your own beliefs. Let you tell it. You say what you want, when you want, how you want. Well, which one is it?
And we all know, Stephen A. Smith, he says a lot of controversial stuff. He claims that he's been, fighting for black people for 25 years. But what black people? Because whenever you say something controversial and we disagree and we voice our opinion, you don't care. You disrespect the black community. You fight for the people that's in your circle. That's who you fight for. The greater black community that's on the ground that's not making that kind of money, you don't give a damn about us. You don't care. And I noticed something about you, Stephen. You talk this trash about other ethnic groups, but you don't have no problem going after a black man before the world. You will disrespect the black man real fast before the world. But when it comes to other groups, you won't say anything. And then you get called out about it. And then you get upset when people call you out. But we see what you're doing. We saw what you did with Kyrie Irving. But it was personal. Why? Kyrie Irving's a black man. Why do you feel the necessary need to go to the point where you get into it with his father? So many different people. But Willie D wasn't finished. Willie D wasn't finished getting at you. Let's listen to some more of what Willie D had to say about you.
Did you get suspended? Or did you just take off a few days and collect your thoughts? What happened? Because word on the street is, and word on the sweets is, you got suspended by your bosses. Can't nobody suspend me. He said that Ryan Garcia's mentally warped because he lost to Javonte Davis. He's mentally warped, making excuses for a racist. See what I'm saying, fam? Making excuses for a racist. Look, fam, that sucker said what he said. Ain't no excuses. I don't give a damn what he going through. I don't give a damn what he going through. That's inexcusable. The dude using the N-word, calling black folks all types of names. I hate black folks. I'm the KKK. Disrespected George Floyd's memory and his family. The man still got a family that's alive and well. Disrespected the man's family and all of the people who protested, boycotted, and marched on his behalf. Totally disrespect him. We need to go get George Floyd, dig him up, and kill him again. That's his boy, Ryan Garcia. That's his boy. And he's sitting up here trying to make excuses for him, talking about he's mentally warped because he lost to Javonte Davis. I don't give a damn if he lost to a polar bear. That's inexcusable. Talking about, he didn't get knocked out the way Frank Martin got knocked out. He's still marketable. And what? But at the same time, he should have been suspended. He should have been. I can hear him right now. Hey, Ryan, look here, man. Yeah, man, the black's on my head right now. Look, I'm going to have to say something. Otherwise, I'm compromised. So I'm going to say some things. It's going to sound like I'm against you, but roll with it, man. Just roll with it. I'm going to try to put some type of balance on it to throw them off, because there's a couple of them are smart out there. They smart, a couple of them smart, but most of them, they dumb, man. So, I'm the one with the big words. So, all I got to do is throw a couple of big words out there and then just make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. And then they're just going to ride with it. But I Gotta say something. Oh, it's cool, my nigga. It's cool. Just do what you do, baby. You know it is. You know what it is. You know, cocaine life, you know. Come on, fam. Come on, ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses. I don't see any redemption in that fool. I don't see any redeeming qualities in him whatsoever. He trying to give him, trying to cut him some slack, fam. I got you figured out. I got you figured out, homie.
I'll say this in closing. You know, Stephen A. Smith is not for the people. Stephen A. Smith is a company man, and he's for himself. He doesn't care about black people or the black community. You know, he comes after OJ, and you know, like I said, I was no fan of OJ the person, but I understand him beating that case and what it meant. Stephen A. Smith claims that he knows it, but if you do, why are you even running your mouth? Sometimes it's good to just shut up and sit this one out, but you're doing that because you're trying to appease your bosses. You want to sound like you're saying something real important to them to make them feel good. That's what you're doing. Because if you're talking about, if you're saying you remember the LA riots, you remember all the things that's happened to us in this country where we've got no justice at all. He went to court and was found not guilty by a jury of his peers. But for some reason, you keep having this man's name in your mouth. For what? Other groups are pounding down on him. Why gotta be you? Why you, Stephen? Why can't you sit this one out and just shut up sometimes? Why you gotta use your platform when the rest of the black community is telling you to stand down and chill, but you don't care. You don't care. But it's a lot of people. There's a lot of Stephen A. Smiths in our community, man. There's a lot of them, and they're being called out now, and now he don't like it. But we'll see as things go forward how far this go. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Willie D. Let me know what you think about Stephen A. Smith. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.